Boom, we're up, man. How about that?
Hey, dude, what's going on?
We're live.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Got to sleep in a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. Just a little bit late. You know, we'd like to start this thing early.
We're late, but we're early. We're late to the 8 o'clock, but we're early to the 11 o'clock.
That's right. We're early to the late one. No Sonny this week. He's driving quite a few hours to British champs.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of boys swimming.
British champs, eh?
He's got a young breaststroker that's pretty darn good, like 102 long course. That's pretty fast.
You know what breaststroke is not swimming? Adam Peaty.
Oh, good point. Yeah, that was a smooth transition.
He ain't swimming. Yeah.
He's definitely not swimming.
No British champs for Adam Peaty. Hey, pulled out.
Yeah,
man. A lot to talk about, man.
Yeah, well, we had, like we hear some things. We hear things on the internets that we don't, we just don't put out immediately. But that this was one of those things, like we hear these rumors, and the rumor was like spot on. Like everything he said in his Instagram post was exactly what we had been told. So yeah, he sounds like he's just tired, man.
Listen, man, the world champs the year before the Olympics, I mean, who cares, really? Nobody. And look, it's going to be a fun world champs. It's going to be great to hand out world championship gold medals, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because we're only 12 months away from the Olympic Games, Olympic trials coming up. That's what counts, and that's what Peaty is banking on. He's going for the three-peat, isn't he?
The three-peat.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like
three-peaty.
Yeah, exactly.
So he doesn't.
That's a special. Only a couple people have done that, So, yeah, I know it doesn't matter, right? Like most of the Canadians are pulling out. Penny Oleksiak's not swimming in it. Taylor Ruck's not swimming in it,
well, they got selected, didn't they? They just got selected.
Did they get selected? I don't think so. I think they both came out and said we're not going to swim in world champs this year. We're just going to take a little time off, like relax,
I thought I read an article where they didn't go to trials, but they just got selected for the meet. I swear I just read that.
Anybody in the comments know if that's true or not?
Do we have anyone in the comments yet? Yeah, we've got 18 people joining us right now. Does anyone know? Peaty. Yeah, that's right. Does anyone know if Oleksiak and Taylor Ruck was selected for the World Championship team without actually going to the World Championship trials? I mean, why would I read that?
I don't know. Maybe you just read it wrong.
Maybe I just read it wrong.
Speaking of Canada, though, obviously, like the biggest story of the weekend was Summer McIntosh, absolutely doing things that no one's ever done. No male or female.
So McIntosh swam this weekend?
Yeah. Did you see anything? Did you hear anything?
Saw a little bit. Damn, that girl's good. Holy hell.
Yeah.
Has she been 16 for like 3 years, hasn't she?
Yeah, it feels like it. I think she was like 14 during the Olympics. It just feels like that was yesterday,
Yeah, and then we did our podcast with her at 15, and then now she's 16, and she's coming up to 17, I believe, soon. 17 soon.
Yeah.
So I imagine by the Olympics, by Paris, she's actually going to be 18 at the championship, isn't she?
That might be true.
I don't know. When's her birthday? Let's get a birthday on Summer McIntosh. When is the girl born?
Wikipedia just says that she's 16. Oh no, August 18th.
August 18th. Okay,
she's still got all summer.
When's Paris?
Right before that.
July.
She'll be 17. She'll be 17.
She'll be 17 a little bit
after. When she's going on tour, showing off her Olympic gold medals to people.
Can Summer repeat what she just did at the Canadian trials at the Olympics next year? Well, what did she do? She broke a world record in the 400 IM. Yes, she can do that. She broke a world record in the 400 free. She can do that, but she's got competition in that one. I don't think she has much in the 4 IM, but she has competition in the 4 free. And then she swam really fast in the 2 free.
Yep.
What else did she? 2 fly. Obviously, she's a world champ in that, so she can certainly win that. Okay, look at this. Someone in the comments section. Boom. Here we go. Yeah. Canada just announced both Oleksiak and Ruck are part of the roster. Boom. Thank you.
I'm sorry I doubted you, Brett.
Oh, hang on. There's an article on that website that doesn't really spit
The
out
mothership.
facts very often, so we can't verify that the article is actually true. It's written by morons most of the time.
Okay. I'm sure they're nice people.
Nice people, yeah. Just have no idea what they're talking about half the time. But yes,
You're coming at them today, boy.
I'm just coming at facts. I mean, I'm just coming at facts. Not all the stuff that is written on there are facts.
So yes, to answer the question, she could do all those things, sure. Like you said, I think that the most interesting, the race of the century, kind of like 2004, 200 freestyle, Phelpsy, Thorpe,
Hackett, Hugenbein,
Hoogie. You had to have a E at the end of your name to be part of that race.
Hoogie, yeah.
But that's like what it's setting up to become, right? It's like Katie Ledecky, the greatest ever that moved the sport forward in these events. Titmus, the young kid who knocked off the goat at the last Olympics, setting the world record, and now another young kid right behind her, and knocking it down once again. So now we have 356, 400 freestylers that are going to go for it. And when it's a race like that, it really comes down to like who doesn't get spooked and who can bring it home really, really fast. Like it's you're not going to be able to get out in front, I don't think, and hold somebody off, right? That last 50, you got to be. It's about the fastest person at the end.
Well, the thing that's exciting
like
here,
an open water race, right? Where it's just like they're just hanging with each other the whole entire time. It's kind of like what Bobby Fink did. If you let Bobby Fink go out there and he's just going to hang out with you the whole time, he's going to roast you on the last 50. That's how he won those races. Yeah, he doesn't have better times than most of those guys, but he won the race.
Well, the cool thing is all three of these ladies have had the world record in the 400 free. All three of them, all three of them have had this world record. One of them owns it right now in Swim McIntosh. Now, you've got the Australian trials coming up. Well, here's the thing with Australia that you have to understand. They've got the Australian Championships coming up next week, which doesn't mean anything. I don't know why they're calling it the Australian Championships, because they're going to race on the Gold Coast, and it's not a trial event. Then they're going to have the trials in June, which actually counts for something, which is in Melbourne. So don't get confused when you start to see things next week. No one's going to come out and set the world on fire next week. It's going to be an Australian Championship, but it means nothing other than they're going to hand out some medals, and no one's going to make any teams or anything like that. It's going to be on the Gold Coast.
But all the big people are still swimming, but it's like it's just a training meet.
I think it's a training meet. Yeah, I think it's just a training meet. I mean, what is it? It's April, and we're a couple of months out of trials. So like it's a training meet. Yeah. And so I think a lot of people are going to get confused like, oh, the Australian Championships are on, and it means nothing. It's an outdoor pool. So yeah. The big one is in June. That's when you're going to see all the fireworks. And that's the trials. And then you got about a month to the World Championship. So it'll be interesting to see how the Aussies back up. How much rest do they get for June? How much do they back up? But yeah, I think what you're going to see in this 400 free build up is the fact that all three of them had the world record. And then there's a couple of other contenders that are kind of floating around the 4-minute mark that, you could probably throw their name into the ring. But I think the exciting thing is the fact that you've got these three women that have had the world record that are all there, and none of them are scared of each other, in the fact that they've all raced each other, they've all beaten each other at certain times, but they're all at the top of their game in a way. Maybe you can never say Ledecky's kind of coming to the back end of her career, because she's still Ledecky. She's still the greatest of all time.
Really fast times.
Yeah.
What she did last year, 3:57.0. That's.
I mean, she's still breaking. She's still breaking records to this day. She's still breaking records. So it's not to say it's, So they're all at the top of their game. Three of them. They've all beaten each other from time to time, and they're all going to swim this event. This is why it's the race of the century, because it's really coming down to all three of them have the credentials to win it. None of them are scared of each other, but they all want to beat each other in a sense. And so it's going to be an incredible race.
All right. So who do you got? You got to back your.
Yeah, I'm going with Titmus, because Dean Boxall's my guy. Dean Boxall. We all know that Dean Boxall doesn't give interviews. Dean Boxall doesn't do podcasts. He did one podcast after the Olympics, and he said his next podcast is going to be after the next Olympics, and it's going to be with us again. And so I'm backing my boy. My boy backs me. I'm backing my boy. So I love Summer McIntosh. I love Katie Ledecky and what she's done in her career. But Titmus is my girl. Boxall's my boy. And we're putting all the chips on the table on that one. And you can pick yours. Who are you going with?
Well, I'm American, so I only root for Americans.
I'm an American too.
That's touche.
But I'm backing my boy.
I hear you.
But Summer McIntosh, man, how good
well,
is Summer?
Sonny, if Sonny was here, he's picking Summer McIntosh. So
he's picking Summer. Yeah. So all three of us.
He said on this show a few weeks ago, and he was spot on. He just didn't think it was going to happen this quick, right? Boom, 400 freestyle world record, just like that. Wham! Really solidified it for him.
She's good, man. She's good. And
unbelievable.
What I think, could we see these women push each other so far that they get down to kind of like a 53 400 freestyle?
That's
stupid fast.
Yeah, just like another level. Like Kayla Ledecky hasn't got a best time since 2016. Is she going to go a best time
by a few seconds?
8 years after the fact? By a few seconds? No, probably not. I think she's going to be close to her best time.
They tend not to break world records in finals at Olympics either, do they? Like,
yeah,
it's not the common thing.
No, it's usually at a meet like this,
Maybe a world championships. I mean, world champs is a little bit less pressure, especially in the lead up to an Olympics.
Well, it definitely seemed like Summer was surprised. After the 400, she was just like, she couldn't believe she broke that world record. She was out fast, which is actually really the opposite of Ledecky and Titmus. I mean, first 200, she's out over a second faster than both of them.
Well, Ledecky goes out a bit quicker than Titmus. Titmus back ends it, doesn't she?
Yes, but with Ledecky's best times ever, they're basically very comparable. In fact, I think Ledecky still has the fastest last 100 split. I could be wrong, but I think that's what the data shows. So it'll be interesting if the young spry Canadian goes out really fast. Titmus will have to catch her, but that's what she did. That's what she did in Japan, to Ledecky. So she could do it again. This time it's just going to be somebody different. So,
Thomas loves Dean Boxall. We all love Dean. Are we going to see an interview with Titmus? I don't think so. I'm not really interested in them talking too much. Actually, I hope they don't talk. I hope not. All three of them
are interested in talking very much right now. They're pretty quiet.
I hope all three of them just don't really say much, but they just but they allow us to build it up. Like I was building it up on Instagram yesterday. I
saw that,
posting some stuff.
The three pictures. That was nice.
I think it's better, right? When we can build it up and they don't have to, let the people who do the talking build this thing up. We can get in here in the comments section.
What's interesting too is the three girls are from like the three powerhouses of swimming, the three biggest swimming countries in the world.
Well, I don't know about Canada, man. Let's not get carried away.
They have a lot.
No one called Canada a powerhouse.
Okay, they
win
a lot of medals. They've been winning a lot of medals.
Did you guys hear what Nate just said? Canada's a powerhouse, and
on the women's side, they've been excellent. They have excellent swimmers.
Brent Hayden, where's Brent Hayden when you need him? Brent, he's calling Canada a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's crazy. Canada's not a powerhouse, but they got the best.
The women's side's pretty darn good, with like medals backing it up and relay victories.
Look, they got arguably the best swimmer in the world right now.
Well, there's no argument about that.
Well, there is. Who's going to say
she's the best?
Period. What? She's better than Ledecky?
She's better than everybody right now. She's number one in 5 events. Yeah, she's the best.
All right. Okay.
Period.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to rank people like that, but she's very, very good.
Yeah, she's excellent. All right, what else is going on?
I don't know. You tell me. You sent out the.
Yeah, we sent out this great newsletter, swimspam.com. Go ahead and check it out.
Swimspam.com. Is that how they sign up? Swimspam.com.
Yeah, it's free. Just swimspam.com. If you refer a friend, you get 15 power practices written by yours truly, Brett Hawk.
Oh, you get the practices. There we go.
Yeah, Carol's all in.
Carol really wants Canada to be a powerhouse, but she's laughing like I am. We're not there yet.
A lot about summer right here. All right. Josh Lando went from the short pool to the big pool, and he swam fast.
Yes. Good for him.
50.3 national record by a lot.
Really
PR
difficult.
by a lot.
Really difficult to change that mindset so quickly, and he nailed that. He'd be a good one to get on the podcast and talk about the switch in mindset. That'd be a great one.
Yeah, he swam great. I think Brent Hayden, I saw a video of Brent, and he was sitting on the sidelines watching him. Everyone thought, I guess, he was going to break his 100 freestyle record, but he just missed it.
Went out hard, 22.7. He was on pace. Just fell off at the end. But yeah.
Is that what he went out?
He flipped in 22.7.
Good for him. That's where you need to be.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's tough to be. Well, I guess Popovich has proven that you can go slightly slower and come back harder, but not many people coming back like Popovich. But yeah, I think Leandro did the right thing by using his speed. But did he not swim the 50 free?
21.8.
He did swim it?
Yeah.
Okay.
21.80, 47.8. 21.8, 47.8. 50-100.
Yeah, 21.8.
He needs that big pool, man. He's got that stroke. I love watching him swim, especially come home. He usually brings it home, but I like to see it. I like to see this guy get attack it. Like
what, in free or fly?
Either or, But I think that was one of the interesting things about watching Leon recently. That was or summer this whole weekend is how aggressive these kids are in these events. I mean, out fast.
Put the link in description for Carol, please. We need people to sign up here. Out fast, yeah, out fast. Well, I mean that's NCAA's, right? Like you got to go out quick at NC. So like he's basically taking that mindset of like getting on the pace quickly.
Maggie McNeil swam 56.5 in the 100 fly, 24.7, 54.5 in the freestyles. I think she's better than that on the freestyle.
Those freestyles are disappointing. After 56.5, yeah, those freestyles are disappointing. 54.5 is not good for her. That's not good.
No, it's not.
I mean, you got women you got 6 women in Australia going 52. 54.5. That's not a good swim. I don't know what the deal is with that one, but the 56 is a really good swim.
Look at all this is the powerhouse of Canada right here. We got these backstrokers. Finley Knox breaking down his 200 IM record, 157.2. Kylie Moss, Ingrid Wilm. There's some good times there. Canadian trials looking pretty good. But no Penny Oleksiak or Taylor Ruck. I guess they might be at world champs though, apparently.
I guess they got the pass.
Yeah, you get a hall pass, Sometimes you need that.
Yeah, I don't know how they pulled it off, but they got it. Good for them.
All right, we got more fast swims.
Spain. We're in
first Spanish girl to break a minute in the 100 back. This young kid, the world junior champ, broke 15 minutes in the 1500. Spain has been breaking a lot of records lately. Their team is.
You saying Spain's a powerhouse?
Almost. It's about to be a powerhouse. That's right. I like this. I like this kid. You can watch this.
Absolutamente todos los nadadores. Cómo va, está acabando como una salación.
I like the commentary.
España, Julia, y si no te queda muy cerca, míralo, ahí lo tienes.
Straight on the last 2 strokes.
Sí, señor, lo ha conseguido. Carlos Garat ha batido el legendario ya récord de Marc.
Oh, he's throwing up signs.
Ahí está.
I love it, dude.
What was the time?
14:57.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Young kid, looks young.
Yeah, young kid. There's some other ones. Let's see. Diago, we had him on the show last year.
Ribeiro, yeah. He went 21.8, 47.9.
Yep, pretty fast. 23.1 in the 50, even though I think he's been under 23. He was the first kid to do that. But his freestyles, those are PBs, 21.8, 47.9. There's a lot of teenagers that are in the 47 realm already, man. That Chinese kid just went 47 last week. He's just a teenager. Now we got a kid from Portugal doing it.
47 is the new 48.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Everyone's going 47.
Ben Titley doing great work at Spain right now. Who is Ben Titley coaching? Are we giving Ben Titley all the credit in Spain? Who's he coaching?
Good
Adrian,
question.
give us some facts here. Who is Ben Titley coaching that swam fast?
We were supposed to follow up with Ben. Try to catch him again. Did you?
I tried to get him. Yeah, he blew me off. He didn't respond.
Busy guy. Got his head down.
I went through one of his swimmers and I said, tell Ben to contact me, and he didn't. So guess I'm losing my pool.
He's been on the show for a couple times. One of his podcasts was really long, like a 2.5 hour.
Maybe that was it. Maybe he didn't respond because he was going to the championship. He didn't want to speak before that. So maybe I've got a better chance of getting him now. I didn't realize that the championship's run.
He's on different timelines and everything. So we'll see. More fast swimming.
Cameron Williams. I'm Cam, the breaststroker.
Hey Cam, good luck, man. This week,
Cam, the breaststroker, and what?
I think that's Cam, the breaststroker.
Oh, this is the British kid.
Sonny's camp. Yeah.
Oh, Sonny's camp.
Good luck, dude. Good luck at your swimming. I'm glad you guys are watching. Sonny's probably got two hands on the wheel.
You got a chance to win now, Cam.
Commenting.
Adam Peaty's not gone. You got a chance to win.
Yeah, that's very true.
Get the win, Cam. Report back.
He will be retired too, right? So are they out of? They might be out of few. All right, let's see what else we got. New Zealand's Erica Fairweather, who just went 4 minutes in the 400 free a couple weeks ago. New PR, new national record, 155.4. Not as quick as Summer's 153.9, but she's getting down there, and this is going to be in one of those girls that you had just kind of mentioned. It's going to be in that 400 free final in Paris, most likely. That's sub 4 minutes. That's, right there.
Yeah, so, a lot of people throwing her name into the hat.
Yeah. Cameron Gray broke the New Zealand record in the 100 free, went 48.2. Tom Fannin, first Irishman under 22 seconds, beating out Barry Murphy's old record. Ellen Walsh, new 100 fly record for Ireland, 57.9. And then we got the German studs, Lucas Martin, who kind of like blew the doors out the last couple years. And then I think he got sick before World Champs. He didn't swim very well, but he had posted like a 341. Some other crazy times. He's now the leader of the world in the 400 freestyle, 343 low. And then one of his training partners, Wellbrock, Olympic champion, double Olympic champion, I should say, both in the open water and in the pool, 1440, which is just a walk in the park for a guy like this.
Fourth fastest time ever.
Yeah, unbelievable. It just makes you. I mean,
why? Why did he drop it now? Why did he all of a sudden drop this time now?
I don't know. Maybe he's just in really great shape and he's slept real good and he hadn't been sick in a while.
Maybe.
I mean, sometimes that's just the way it is,
Where was this swim at? Where did he do it at? What pool? What pools was that?
I think it was in Germany.
It was in Germany. Can we get some confirmation here in the comments section? What pool did he do?
Training camp, someone's saying.
He's on a training camp. He just decided to get up and do a suited swim. Is this a hand time?
It's just a practice time. Get a drag suit on.
Here we go. Somebody said it's in Magdeburg. I don't know where Magdeburg is.
Oh, everyone got that one right.
Everyone got it right.
Look at all these Germans in the.
Can somebody confirm where Magdeburg is? He just popped it. He just popped it at a training camp in Magdeburg.
Central German city on the Elbe River.
Okay, all right. Well, he's down
and
there.
Then we had Korea's swimming champs, and look at these 3 200 freestylers here that Korea's got 145.3, 145.7, 146.1. That they just need one more leg, and they're going to be vying for a medal there in Paris.
Korea, yeah, that's some good swimming. When you got 3 guys in the 45 range, that's some good swimming. Yeah,
they're all nice. They're all young too. I think these are 3 of the kids that I think they went to Australia. Maybe they hung out with Boley for a little bit.
Popey. They went with Popey.
Oh, yeah, Ian Pope. Sorry.
So,
yeah, it should be interesting. to follow along. There's more fast swims. There was just so many fast swims. We don't need a college club swimming national champs was, was going on, but really this 13-year-old kid from Pleasant Valley out in California.
Who's Luca the Bazooka?
Dude, it's just 13-year-old kid who's just a giant who's just destroying the nags.
Someone gave him this nickname, or he gave it himself?
I'm not sure, but it might be his handle, kind of like Chlorine Daddy, Slim Reaper, Luca the Bazooka.
This is his Instagram handle, Luca the Bazooka?
It could be. I don't generally follow 13-year-olds, but when I do, they got to have a cool handle like Luca the Bazooka.
He went 422 as a 13-year-old.
It's unbelievable.
I mean,
it's incredible.
That's quick.
8:59 in the 1,000 like a week ago or a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's real quick. Who coaches him?
Steve Morsilli from Pleasanton. Is it
doing
Pleasanton?
Some work.
Pleasanton Valley, right? No, Pleasanton Seahawks. You know who came from that team? They've had a bunch of kids, but oh my gosh, the kid from Texas, Maxime Rooney.
Oh, Rooney came from there.
Yeah, that's his team.
I wonder what he's doing these days. I haven't talked to him lately.
Just a 47 300 freestyler, just retiring early.
What else is going on here?
Sarah Welbrock's out.
She's gone?
Yep, she's not going to.
She's married to Florian?
Yeah. She was like really good distance swimmer before she married Florian Welbrock. Not that married. Now we just have two greatest German distance swimmers ever that got married. Can you imagine this child?
So she's out, and then he's having the meet of his life. So something's going on. What happened?
Yeah, she just got a bad shoulder.
Okay.
She missed last year because she was in law school, apparently. So
okay. All right.
Here's everything that Adam Peaty wrote on Instagram. I mean, he was straight up, like some might recognize this as burnout. I just don't know over the last few years. I haven't had the answers I'm looking for. With help, I know I can address the imbalance in my life. Whilst I am continuing to train, I have decided to withdraw from British Swimming Championships, blah, blah, blah. I'm tired. He says I'm tired. I'm not myself, and I'm not enjoying the sport.
But I don't know what that means, though, in terms of continuing to train. Like, what's he changed that's different then, other than the fact that he's just not going to compete, which he wasn't really anyway. So what's he changed that's going to help with his burnout?
I don't know, man. Maybe he's just working out and he's not like doing doubles and
doing less. Okay, so maybe just once a day or something.
Maybe he's just doing less.
Yeah,
but
I hope he's doing less.
Dude, he's been in the game for a minute now. This is going to be his third cycle of him trying to win. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, we got a little thank you there. Okay,
that's what.
Put Nate in that as well, please. Nate's doing a lot for the sport. Thank you. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I think about this all the time. Like, if you win the Olympics, that's unbelievable. If you win the Olympics again, that's like double unbelievable. Like, are you kind of bored? Do you want to go do something else in your life? Like, can you say like, okay, I'm the best. Like, I need something else now. Like, how can you still? That's why it's always so amazing to me, like the people like a Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, like they won 5, 6, 7 championships, right? And that drive just never stopped, Maybe that's because they're really truly playing a game, instead of this is just like training.
Well, the problem with swimming is you stick your head down and you look at a black line and you're in your thoughts for hours, like in basketball, you got everything going on around you. In swimming, you put your head in a black line and you go up and down a pool. And I remember at a point, I would turn up to practice and I would think to myself, okay, I gotta go up and down this same pool 100 times today. And like I would have that in my head of like, oh wow, like I haven't done anything yet. And in the next hour and a half, I'm gonna say that I've just gone up and down this pool for an hour and a half. Like it kind of just wears on you. Like, the work you've got to do and you just turn up and you think, oh man, I got to actually get in there and do that now. And it's like, it does wear on you after a while.
Dude, and this is everything in life, right? Like, have you ever had a job where you worked really, really hard for like 5 years and at the end you were like, I'm pretty burned out.
Yeah.
I need to cut back, I think we see that in coaching a lot. I certainly was. I was roasted, man. I woke up at 4:00 every day. I got home at 8:30 every day. I was coaching 2 teams for 4 years straight. I was gone every weekend. Like at the end of the 4 years, I was like, I couldn't. It was just unbelievable. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep going.
I will say this: I prefer the way Peaty did it in terms of just saying, "I'm burnt out. I got to get ready for Paris," as opposed to what Dressel did and just disappeared.
Dude, I love it. Yeah, for sure.
I prefer this way. If I'm being selfish, and I just like, okay, great, take some time off, and then we'll see you next year. And great, because Paris means something, right? And I hope, and I'm sure probably Dressel's feeling the same way, but he just hasn't verbalized it like Peaty has. And now I can just let Peaty go instead of having all these questions and thoughts and worry. Like you're not going to just talk about Pete. When's he coming back? What's he doing? Blah, blah, blah. You know what he's doing. He's just taking a break. So it's like, okay, leave Peaty alone. Whereas Dressel, it's just kind of like you had all these unknowns. So you just kept going back and back because you were just like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And
he just disappeared.
Yeah. So.
And it's the other thing that is not talked about a lot, but I think about sometimes is like these guys are like the highest paid athletes in our sport. Like there's a lot of money. People are giving them a lot of money to be at the World Championships wearing their swimsuits and other things like that. So it's not just like, oh, can I take a break? Like they got to think about everything. They got to look at their contracts, make sure they're not going to get in trouble, make sure they're not going to have to give some money back or something like that. There's a lot to certainly at their stage, at their level. It's not to mention the pressure. I mean, this guy's going for a 3 Peaty, bro.
3 Peaty. We're gonna put a tag on that. I worry we won't see Adam back. I mean, that's the worry, I guess. But like, I don't think we have to worry about it. I think he's basically said, look, I'm coming back for Paris, but just give me some space. I like that. Like who cares about the world champs in regards to the bigger picture of going for that 3-peat and putting it all on the line next year? Yeah, take some time off now and relax. The other question here is, do you think we'll ever see Dressel come back? Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I don't even know if he'll come back this year, but he'll be back for Paris. Look, I'm not going to guarantee, but like I bet you we see Peaty at Paris and we see Dressel in Paris. I bet you we see those two in Paris, and that's all that counts, really.
And what about after that, though?
After that, I don't care. They can do whatever the hell they want.
You think they're both going to retire?
Yeah, I think, yeah, why not? Yeah.
I think you might be right.
What's after Paris? It's LA, right?
Yeah, dude. Back in America.
Yeah,
Finally.
Take 3 years off, Dressel. Take 3 years off and come back for LA, just be the king of LA. Okay, do it. That's what,
or just,
that's what Gary Hall Jr. used to do. You never saw Gary Hall Jr. for 3 years. He would just disappear. Yeah. And then he'd come back and he'd be Olympic champ.
Or even like, if England can put a great medley relay together too, you can still go faster than most people and go another 4 years and probably still go 58.0 without doing too much.
The one thing I do want to tell these guys is, look, here's what I want to tell Peaty and Dressel. Looking back as a 48-year-old man now, almost 47-year-old man, your time is limited. Whether you like it or not, your time is limited. So in 10 years from now, you're going to look back and say, man, I wish I had have maximized every opportunity I got. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that right now for the World Championships. Fine, leave it alone. But Paris is coming up, and in 10 years from now, you'll never get another opportunity to be at the Olympic Games. If you've got a shot at it and you can do it, take it while you can, man, because I'll never get that shot again. I'll never be an Olympian again. I'll never have a chance to be an athlete again. If you've got the chance to be an athlete, take it. It's the best job in the world. Even if you are swimming up and down a black line, it's amazing. Someone's going to pay you to do that. Man, when you go out into the other side of the world, I'm not even going to say it's the real world. The real world is still what he's doing. He's in the real world. But when you go out to the other side where you're a non-athlete and you have to grind on that side of things, it's just as hard, it doesn't change. So while ever you can be an athlete, be an athlete. if you need to take your year off, take your year off. But come back for Paris and be the best athlete you can be, because those Olympic chances only come around every 4 years. And when you have a chance to be an athlete, be one, man. I'd love to be an athlete again. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful, dude. I almost cried.
I'm just telling him, man.
No, I feel you.
Time is up. I
That's
mean,
all we
once.
got. All right. Speaking of time is up, we're running out of time here. Let's see. NCAA transfer portal is on fire. We got all sorts of kids. We got this South African backstroker that we've been talking about as a freshman who had 44, 139 in the backstrokes. He's going to go somewhere big. All right. Same thing with Ben Sampson, D2 national champion, putting together all these. Look at all these times. He'll be super helpful somewhere. And maybe he'll continue to that progression. You know, he was a 52-2 100 backstroker at a 157 200 backstroker at a high school. He's 140. He's dropped 17 seconds in the 200 backstroke.
Wow. He good.
Anthony Grimm, who was like a 20.50 backstroker as a sophomore in high school here in Virginia, where I am. He said he retired from Texas. Now actually he's basically unretired. He's in the transfer portal, and apparently he's going to Virginia, which is just a couple hours away from his hometown. We met a kid, and we talked to a kid that also transferred from Texas to Virginia, Tim Connery. He swam pretty good this year for UVA. He might have had a little bit of, maybe he's buddies with Anthony Grimm there. But yeah, there's more. There's some big names. Claire Tuggle, who went best times for the first time in forever. She's leaving UVA. We don't know where she's going, but she didn't make the NCAA team, even with these times, 144 200 freestyler. It didn't make the.
Oh, she didn't? No.
No. And I think that it might've hurt. So she's gone. She's going to leave. And then El Arabi, the Louisville Egyptian kid that was 18-7, he's gone. He's got a 5th year, so he's leaving Louisville after 4 years. He's going to go do something, and I am predicting that he's going to end up with another Egyptian superstar, Youssef Ramadan, with our friend Sergio Lopez at Virginia Tech. A lot of Virginia talking around here, so
it could be interesting.
Those are just like some of the big names. There's so many kids that are transferring in or out. So
I'd hate to be a college coach right now.
It's so hard.
Just transfer and dealing with this transfer portal. Oh God, no,
ridiculous.
thank you.
So
thank you.
We got a water safety in schools article. Maryland's trying to put a bill in that says like every single kid should learn water safety and swimming. I love this stuff. Go in here and read this. Hopefully that actually happens. Oh, just one little piece of news. My company, Swim Nerd, has partnered with Live Barn. Live Barn's the official live streaming partner of USA Swimming. If you want cameras at your pool, if you want to live stream your swim meets, these guys will come in there, put the cameras up there for free. They'll buy Swim Nerd Live so that you can have a scoreboard put onto your stream, and they'll do all that stuff for free. So click the links to follow along if you want to go take a look at that. Bret Hawk clips of the week. Here's our little thumbnail for this morning, and then here we go. Tomorrow we have Eric Hudson of Swim Strong Dryland.
Yeah, good one. We did a good little episode there.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know you talked to him. And then I went into StreamYard. It was already in there. I downloaded it. I said, this was perfect because I was going to send you this guy. They're so active on Instagram.
Yeah.
And obviously I knew this guy has worked with Eagle Aquatics and Adam Matarassi, who we just had on the podcast, who's the coach of
Talk about
Winkler
that.
And some other of the best young and up and coming swimmers in America down there in Florida. So,
good podcast with him. Yeah, we talk a lot about that, and we give specifics about how someone like him can come in and transform your program, and what do they do? How do they do it? What do they do? And very specific. I really dug into it with him and what he's doing down there in Miami. So yeah, really good podcast. Check it out. Nate, I'm recording 3 podcasts tomorrow. I didn't even tell you that, but there's going to be 3 podcasts recorded tomorrow. So
You're gonna let me.
Woo.
Want to let the people know who we're recording? You want to keep it on the down low?
no, we'll keep it on the download because only because we're so backed up. So just keep it on the download.
Yeah, because then you don't know when they're going to come out.
Let me say this though. Let's pull this up real quick because anyone that thinks that anyone is unbeatable, I just want to remind everybody of a particular photo and a particular time in the world where we all thought somebody was unbeatable until they got beaten by one of their fans.
Full screen there.
You guys remember this guy who was unbeatable for a while and he had a photo with a fan out in Singapore once? Remember this kid? Look at this little kid.
Joseph Schooling, how cute.
Look at him with a little photo with a friend of his. And then you know what we'll do? We'll go a couple of years later. Oh, guess what? The guy that was unbeatable by that little kid who was a fan of his just got beat. And not only did he get beat, he got beat good. I mean, he got beat good by that little fan of his. So anyone that's saying anyone is unbeatable, come on. No one's unbeatable. Nobody. And I've had plenty of people prove that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. These young kids, they're getting fast. We got the swim set of the week. Another one from Herbie. You know, these almost all come from Any Question, the company that you work for.
Mm-hmm. Get on Any Question.
This one was a great one. How do you train sprinters so they can come home in a 200 freestyle? And he just does this one. This is like a staple that he does. 650s, 3 on a minute, 1 on 50, 1 on 40, 1 on 30. Perfect. Just a simple set, you know. And swimming meme of the week: when you sell the family car to buy more tech suits.
Woosby, that's a stupid comment, man. I'm not putting that up. Like, come on, man. You're better than that, Woosby.
I mean, did he get? Yeah, I don't.
Do
Did
some.
he get banned? I thought he was.
Do some research, man.
Still hadn't retired yet, you know.
Do some research, Woosby. Yep. Come on, man. You're better than that.
So that's the most important stuff that's been going on in swimming. There's a jam-packed, full weekend of fast swims all over the world. I mean, we're getting close, man. I can almost taste the Olympics again. It's crazy because I feel like we just had them. You know.
When's the next U.S. meet? When are we going to see U.S. swimmers racing again?
Another pro swim series, I would assume.
I'd imagine it's coming up sometime soon, right?
Yeah, let me pull it up. So much on this website, it's hard sometimes.
Pro series in Westmont.
Series Westmont, yeah.
Where's Westmont?
California? No, Illinois.
Illinois.
Westmont. And then we got let's see. Tier Pro Swim Series in Mission Viejo. That is the following month. 1 month from May 17th is when that one starts. And then National Championships are June 27th.
Nice. Okay, that's it. That's swimming.
That's swimming.
It's coming up. Fast swimming coming up. Lots of happening. Some of McIntosh. Take a bow.
Incredible. First person ever 400 free, 400 IM world records long course.
That's disgusting.
Just unbelievable. Incredible.
Yeah, she good, man. She good. Okay. Let's
all right, you want to get out of here?
Let's leave the last comment to SB. Damn.
Damn.
Okay. Later.
See ya.